I just had the weirdest shit go down last night. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Euphoric Intentions. Today we're going to discuss the realities of dreams. What do they really mean? I mean, we got the time. As you can see here, we're going nowhere real quick. So, we might as well progress in some manner while we're sitting still, right? So, anyways, you know those dreams where it's like you're having a dream within your dream, but you wake up from your dream within a dream, but you're still actually dreaming, but you think you're awake, and then you wake up again and you're like, oh damn, I was actually still dreaming. Well, last night I didn't actually have one of those, but I had something similar. You know what a wet dream is? Yeah, you know, they're pleasurable, but they suck at the same time because you got to get up, you got to change, and then it's like, oh shit, it was like, damn. But, you know, it's something you'd enjoy, but you kind of despise at the same time, right? Well, last night I didn't have one of those either. What actually happened was I was getting down with this chick, and anyways, she was horrible. And I actually kind of got disgusted while I was getting down with her. And then what ended up happening is all of a sudden within my dream I had these superhero powers. And what ended up occurring was I made her fall back asleep, and then I escaped her like little, you know, bed that we were in or whatever. And then I actually implanted the thought within her mind that she was only having a wet dream with me. But I could remember the entire thing, and I knew that it had actually happened. But from her experience, she actually had only experienced it in slumber. And that was it. I mean, that wasn't the whole, you know, dream that I had last night, but that's like the part that I remember the most. And probably the most interesting if I was going to relay the entire story upon my viewers. So there you have it. Dreams. I mean, this chick was horrible, nasty. Like, she wasn't fat or anything like that, you know what I mean? But, bro, she was bony. And it was like, as we were getting down, I could just feel bones. And it was like the most disgusting thing ever. It was like a Chinese finger trap. You know what I mean? Scratchy like chicken skin. It's disgusting. Ugh. Makes you think, doesn't it? Maybe every time that you're actually having a wet dream or a sexual experience with another individual that you know within your life while in slumber, maybe, just maybe, this is actually happening somewhere. And they've just acquired the superpower like I did and forced you back to sleep and actually implanted the thought within your brain that it was only a wet dream. Global warming. So I was like sitting there and thinking about publishing this video about my dream I had last night, and I was like, if somebody was to apply some Freudian analysis to this dream, they might think that I have some unconscious desire due to my lack of sex life to slip somebody a Mickey and to possibly go to town. But I'm assuring you that's not the case, folks. If you paid close attention to the dream, you'd notice that she was the one instigating the sexual action, and it was only until after the fact I had initiated some sort of intercourse with this woman that I actually decided it was better for me to leave the moment as if it had never actually happened. So comparably, it would be like me getting in the sack with a hot chick, realizing that she wasn't hot, and then slipping her a roofie so that I could silently make my escape. I don't know if that's any better, but whatever. Now, while I'm on the topic of dreams, I'd actually like to discuss a little more further in-depth philosophy regarding dreams themselves. You know, I make fun and I say, oh, well, maybe that means every time you have sex in a dream, somebody just, applied this trick when they themselves were the ones in control of reality type situation. It's like we're all under subconscious subdual of the universe until we experience some sort of awakening, and then therefore have a waking dream in which we ourselves identify with reality, and in doing so are able to control it by menial measures such as mere thought, as in the case within my dream where I could simply will the desire to be that this individual was to be entranced in slumber, and then upon awakening I myself remembered and recalled the fullness of the experience of the event and knew the truth behind it, that it was a real thing, while the one in which I had influenced had thought otherwise and was to remain otherwise. So, dreams. What actually goes on? What really occurs? I mean, are we actually experiencing some sort of connection to a higher power, a higher being almost? An ascension. I think some of the most common theories behind dreams are the possibility that they themselves hold with them our initial training, so to speak, of how to react to the circumstances of the world. We unconsciously find ourselves going through actions and debates and experiences, and almost in like a simulation which has been ran and programmed by ourselves to give us more training, in which we are then more likely to be successful in a real world experience. So there's that theory. The other theory is that the mind is reconciling events. It's almost like defragging your computer. You're compiling information. You're coming to terms with what has happened, your experiences, and your mind is making sense of things. And it's like rebooting your computer, refreshing, getting updates, things to that extent. Now, the third possibility, and this one's a little more out there, is that you yourself are connecting, in a sense, to the universe. Now, it's far out there, but at the same point in time, if you actually get down deep enough into the science, it's really not that far out there. I mean, everything in the world and in the universe itself is a flow, an ebb and flow of energy, of information, of all these systems. So to think for a minute that you yourself are something which is completely individual or separate from the universe is actually scientifically disproven. You yourself are something which is interwoven within the very fabric of existence. And so, is it really that far-fetched to think that when we enter into this realm, we enter into a realm beyond our simple awareness during waking life? And in this realization, it's almost as though waking life itself is the dream in which we are unconscious and out of control of. And during a waking dream, we are then able to actually identify with the fullness of ourselves, and in this, we can then realize our true and full potential and experience our connection to everything that is. When you have one of those dreams, and it's like in your dream you actually woke up from sleeping and you went around and did some stuff, but then it's like you actually woke up from your dream, and then it's like you're in the present moment that you are right now, but it's like, damn, it's like I was in this shell of a dream that was within another shell of a dream. And I had something similar to that happen last night, but it was really different. Stuck in traffic, thought I'd relate. Traffic's fun this morning heading south on I-15. It's like the first major snowfall that we've had here in the Salt Lake area this season. And so there's either a wreck, or either people are just timid and kind of wary about the weather at the moment, and so they're being super cautious driving, something along those lines. But for the sake of not losing my mind being stuck in this traffic, I would like to relay to you, my loyal viewers, a dream that I dreamt last night. You know those dreams where it's like in your dream you woke up from slumber? It was like you were having a dream before that. So you were dreaming within your dream, and then you woke up from the dream within your dream, and then you actually woke up again to actually gain full evacuate. You finally evacuated the fullness of slumber. And oh, hi there. Welcome to Euphoric Intentions. We're just stuck in traffic heading south on I-15. So that we don't lose our minds from our inability to reach our destination, I'm going to convey a little message to y'all. You know? It has to do with sleep, with slumber, with dreams, right? So last night I dreamed a dream, and it was one of those dreams where it was like, you have a dream in your dream, and you wake up from the dream within your dream, but you're still dreaming, but you think you're awake in your dream, and so you go about doing your thing, and then you wake up from that, and you're like, oh damn, I wasn't actually awake. I had something similar to that last night. Not quite that, but fairly similar. I had that dream like 3 nights ago, but last night there was something different that happened to me. So you ever had a wet dream? And yeah, they're like a pleasurable experience, but something which you despise at the same time because it interrupts your sleep and you have to go and change and all this other ish. You know what I mean? Well, I actually had the reverse of a wet dream last night. So there was this girl, and it was somebody from within my actual life. I'm not going to say who it is, just for the ever so slightly, unlikely chance that they actually happen across this video. So anyways, there was a girl. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to this morning's episode on Euphoric Intentions. I'm Austin, your host. We're stuck in traffic here, heading south on I-15, as you can see looking out my window. Now, to keep myself from going totally crazy, I would like to relay a little message about my dream. Hey there folks. Welcome to another episode on Euphoric Intentions. I'm your host, Austin Hyde. What's up, people? Yep! Welcome to Euphoric Intentions, where our intentions are just that.